What's up guys, today I will telling about, let's rewind to 1964. Canada was still basking in the early decades of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. As the nation was growing, so was its coinage, reflecting the pride, heritage and authority of the Commonwealth. The 1964 Canadian 1-cent coin was struck in bronze, measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse or front side, we see the youthful bust of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by artist Mary Gillick. Her portrait is surrounded by the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II dei.gratia Regina, meaning Elizabeth II by the grace of God Queen. Beneath her neckline you'll spot the initials KG, standing for George Kruger Gray, the talented engraver responsible for the reverse side of the coin, the iconic maple leaf twig. It's simple, yet it powerfully symbolizes Canadian strength, endurance, and identity. Visuals, close-ups of various 1964 coins, overlays showing coin grading, collector auctions and dollar signs. Now you might ask, what makes this 1964 penny so special? Here's the secret: errors, rarity, and condition. First, the near bead versus far bead varieties. Some 1964 coins were struck with a tighter ring of beads, near beads around the Queen's portrait, while others had the more spaced-out far beads. The near bead variety is significantly rarer, and collectors are willing to pay big bucks for it. Then there's the double die obverse DDO. That's when a coin is mistakenly struck twice, creating a visible doubling on letters and numbers, especially noticeable on the 1964 date or dei.gratia. These errors are incredibly rare and desirable. But it doesn't stop there. Circulated coins that somehow survived in mint or near mint condition, meaning minimal wear and strong original luster, are often graded by services like PCGs or NGC. A high-grade example can easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, unique mint errors, or almost flawless examples, have driven prices sky-high. One such, 1964 Canadian penny, reportedly reached six-figure territory, even flirting with the $1 million mark at private auctions. Spotting the treasure, or 430 to 630. Visuals, demonstration of how to examine a coin, using magnifying glass, checking edge, date and beads. Got some old coins lying around? Here's how to spot if your 1964 Canadian cent is a hidden jackpot. First, flip it over. Check the spacing of the beads around the Queen. Near bead varieties are tighter and closer to the edge, while far beads are more common. Second, take a magnifier and inspect the date. See any doubling? If yes, it might be a double die obverse, and you just struck numismatic gold. Third, assess its condition. Look for strong detail, little to no scratches, and original red or brown toning. Coins in mint state or with a grade like MS65 or higher are what collectors hunt for. If you think you've got something special, consider getting it professionally graded. That's where the real market value is determined. Part 4, Real Market Sales or 638. Visuals, news clips of rare coin auctions, gavel drops, auction prices shown on screen. Let's talk numbers. A circulated 1964 Canadian penny might usually be worth just a few cents, maybe $1 or $2. But a near bead variety in high grade sold for over $2,000 USD. A double die obverse in pristine condition went for over $10,000 USD at auction, and an ultra-rare specimen with exceptional strike quality and deep red luster. It shattered expectations with a private sale rumored to cross $1 million. That's not just a coin. That's a life-changing moment for someone who might have once thought, it's just a penny. Coin collectors showcasing their collections, old Canadian currency books, vintage coin boards. So why is there such passion for this coin? It represents an era, Queen Elizabeth's early reign, a Canada stepping into modernity, and a design that hasn't been minted since. It's also one of the last Canadian pennies to have the full dei.gratia Regina inscription, before it was shortened in later years. Combine that historical significance with rare varieties and minting errors, and you have a coin that's more than just currency. It's a story, a legacy, and for some, a fortune waiting to be discovered. Final spin of the coin, background fades to gold. So, do you have a 1964 Canadian penny hidden somewhere? Introduction to the 1964 cent. Close-ups of the coin's obverse and reverse. Transition to archival footage of 1960s Canada. The 1964 Canadian 1-cent coin, often overlooked in its time, is now a relic of a bygone era. With Queen Elizabeth II's youthful effigy and the enduring maple leaf, it encapsulates mid-20th century Canada. But behind its simplicity lies a tapestry of history, design, and cultural pride. Historical context: Canada, in 1964, black and white footage of Parliament Hill, bustling cities and rural landscapes. 1964 was a year of quiet transformation. Canada under Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson navigated Cold War tensions and debated a new national flag. The cent, worth about 20 cents today, bought a loaf of bread or a newspaper, anchoring everyday commerce. Expert interview historian. The penny was a workhorse. Its ubiquity mirrored Canada's post-war stability, even as social changes brewed. Design elements: artistry in bronze. Animation of Mary Gillick sketching the Queen's portrait. Close-ups of the maple leaf reverse. The obverse, designed by British sculptor Mary Gillick in 1953, captures Elizabeth II at 27, sans crown, a break from tradition to symbolize modernity. The reverse, by G.E. Kruger Gray, features twin maple leaves, a nod to nature and resilience. Expert interview numismatist. Gillick's portrait was revolutionary. It humanized the monarchy, showing a queen accessible to her commonwealth. Inscriptions and symbolism, words that shaped a nation. Highlighting the Latin motto DG. Regina, dei gratia Regina, and Canada, dei gratia Regina, by the grace of God Queen, rooted the coin in Canada's British heritage. Yet the absence of et indimp Empress of India after 1952 hinted at a shifting imperial identity. Expert interview cultural scholar. These words weren't just tradition, they were a bridge between colonial past and sovereign future. Mintage and production. The mint's mastery. Historical footage of the Royal Canadian Mint workers handling coin presses. In 1964, over 429 million cents were struck, a testament to demand, composed of 98% copper, each weighed 3.24 grams. The Winnipeg Mint, operational since 1908, ensured precision, though rare errors like double dies emerged. Expert interview mint archivist. Quality control was stringent, but occasional flaws make certain 1964 pennies prized finds. Economic role: the penny's power visuals, montage of 1960s purchases, candy, bus fares, milk bottles. A penny could buy 2 nails or a postcard. Yet inflation loomed. By 1982, its cost to produce would exceed its face value. Expert interview economist. The cent's decline mirrored global trends. Its utility faded, but nostalgia lingered. Collectability, hidden treasures. Visuals, collectors examining coins under magnifiers, auction house clips. Today, uncirculated 1964 pennies fetch $5 to $20. Rare variants like the pointed 4 feet date command hundreds. For collectors, it's a tangible link to history. Expert interview coin dealer. Condition is key. A mint state penny tells a story untouched by time. Legacy, the end of an era. Visuals, 2013 news clips of the penny's retirement, Canadians rounding cash transactions. In 2013, Canada retired the cent, citing cost and inefficiency. The 1964 coin, once ordinary, became a symbol of monetary evolution. Expert interview museum curator. Coins are mini time capsules. This penny captures a Canada straddling tradition and modernity. Conclusion: echoes in copper visuals, modern hands holding a 1964 penny, fade to historical montage. The 1964 cent is more than metal. its art, history and memory, a testament to a nation's journey. As we digitize money, let's remember the coins that shaped our past. Music swells, screen fades to black. Enhancements for depth. Extended expert quotes, add personal stories from mint workers or citizens. Technical detail. Discuss metallurgy, minting machinery, and design controversies. Cultural impact. Explore the penny in folklore, idioms, a penny for your thoughts, and art. Global context. Compare Canada's 1964 coinage to international peers, e.g., US penny.